Good day, everyone. How are you all doing? I hope you're all doing great. Feeling groovy. Realizing, of course, that the government really doesn't love you. And also realizing that pretty much everything you've been told since the day you were born is a lie. It is July the 15th of 2025, 2 p.m. Mr. Buzz is coming to you from the communist shithole that is known as Ontario, Canada. And I'm going to give some advice here today, which was advice I needed to take a few years back. I used to be one of those people who believed that another person could make me happy, and that I couldn't be happy or even content at all unless I had a relationship, I had a woman in my life. This is completely false. Completely false. And as a matter of fact, it's one of the most damaging things you can believe and one of the worst traps you can fall into. So, just to give you a little background, what happened to me, of course, most of you know I had 2 divorces in my life. My second one, it happened 9 years ago, completely did me in. It completely, you never saw a person more incapacitated and more just destroyed from a divorce than I was. She left and I completely fell apart to the point that my body stopped functioning correctly. I was near death at one point. It almost killed me. Obviously, I had much too much dependence on that relationship, on my ex-wife. And everybody knows a relationship can end at any moment just like that, right? So if you're in one of those mindsets where it's the thing propping you up in the world, it's the thing keeping you okay, you're in danger. You're in terrible danger. And if you haven't done what I'm about to advise you about, there's a bigger chance that you're going to lose that relationship as well. So one thing that women really find appealing in a man is strength. Okay, is a strong, independent man with real conviction, who can stand alone, stand on his own, who's strong. That's the easiest way to say it. And obviously I wasn't that, because as soon as she left, I crumbled like a dried up leaf. It was horrific what happened to me. And after that happened, I ended up here. The guy that owns this house was living here at the time, and I was first just coming to visit, and then I ended up moving in here. But I would come here and, sit and drink beer with him and just cry my eyes out, and I was in horrible shape. And he's a good friend, and he said, "Look, man, you ain't going to like what I'm going to say to you, but somebody got to say it to you." He's like, "Dude, you don't need a woman to be okay, and you seem to think you do." He's like, "You shouldn't even have been in that marriage because you weren't okay by yourself first." He said, "You got to make sure before you enter in a relationship or get married or anything like that, that you are okay on your own. And then somebody can complement that. But if you're looking to that person to be everything, to be your whole world, and you're going to lean on that person to be okay, that's a suicide mission, is what that is." He said it a lot more harshly than that, actually. He was really disgusted with me and wanted to wake me up, which I really appreciated later on, because, I didn't like hearing it at the time. I didn't want to hear any of it at the time. But it's totally true. And he's even demonstrated this for me. Like, he is the king of that. He has a relationship. He's had a relationship for the last, 15, 16, maybe even longer years. He's been with her a long time, but they don't live together. They never have. She has her place, and well, he's living somewhere else now, but he was living here, and he lived alone. And he made sure that he was fine no matter what happened between them. He was okay on his own. He had strength, he had independence, and he definitely didn't rely on anyone else to make him feel okay. And I didn't quite understand that at first when he first gave me that lecture, but boy, I really do now. I really do now. All through my life, I'd lose one relationship. I would scramble to find another one as quickly as possible because I just didn't want to be alone. I couldn't handle it. Couldn't stand being alone, not having a girlfriend. That was no good. I actually, as soon as my first marriage ended, many years ago, I wanted to get married again as fast as possible. I tried to get married really quick afterwards. It didn't work out, but from relationship to relationship to relationship, never bothered to make myself okay and learn how to stand on my own before I went out and tried to find a relationship. So this is the first time in my life. I've been alone for 9 years now. I have finally learned how to be strong and independent and be okay on my own. And what a wonderful feeling that finally is, because I didn't know I was missing that until I had it. So now if I was to go out and find a relationship and start something with someone else, it's a much better chance that I'm going to be able to deal with it properly and not put too many demands on her. And there's a whole bunch of things you do when you're not okay yourself first. So do not ever believe that you need someone else to make you happy. No one else can make you happy. Another person can complement your already stable life, but you got to have that stable foundation first. You got to be okay yourself. Then you can look for someone else to complement that. So many people do this. I'm far from the only person who felt that way. Lots of my friends, same way. So used to having someone there all the time and someone to stop them from feeling lonely, someone for sex, someone for all the things that you get out of a relationship. And when they didn't have that, they were like me. They'd fall apart, completely fall apart. I think this is more common for men than women. Women are more independent that way. They can handle it being on their own. They're okay. It's men who fall to this. Well, in the modern day, there's so many single men out there because men have just given up on relationships for the most part. I don't blame them. I really don't. Women don't seem to want to settle down either. It's the two genders have been at war with each other for quite a while now, and it's sort of a losing proposition to start a relationship and plan on marriage and kids and everything. It's probably going to end in divorce. It's probably going to be a single mother situation, father with visitation, paying child support, living separately, the whole thing. And everybody's quality of life goes way down when that happens. So this is why I'm giving you this advice. I'm really tired of seeing so many divorces and destruction of families and stuff. It's terrible. Worse on the kids than anybody, of course. So men, listen up. If you're alone right now, you're single like I am, and I've said 9 years now, I've been totally alone. No, I haven't even had a date, nothing. 9 years. So if you're in a situation where you're alone and you think, I'm miserable, I need to find a woman, no. The formula is like this. Make yourself content and happy on your own first. Find a way to be strong, independent, no matter what happens. Make sure you're in that shape, you're nice and stable and strong. Then when you find someone, she can complement your life. She won't have to be like the center of it. She won't have to be the thing that props you up. That as soon as she's gone, you fall on your face. That's what happens to a lot of us. Men end up offing themselves and everything because they lose their wives. They leave, and I mean, I tried several times to do that. So I can tell you for sure that's where it goes. Find a way to be strong and independent. It's my buddy, the guy who owns this house here. I'm forever grateful to him for that one lecture he gave me, and he gave it to me harshly too. He said, "You want to sit here and cry on my couch? You're going to listen." And that's what I was doing, sitting here bawling like a baby, and he was so right. He was completely right. I never learned how to be okay on my own. I just thought that another woman was the key to being okay. It's wrong. Completely wrong. And if you do it the way I just said, I promise you, your relationship will go a lot better. Be a lot less chance that she's going to leave you for the milkman. So thanks for watching. And there's one other thing. If you find a woman, make sure that she follows the Lord Jesus Christ, because he is the way, the truth, and the life.